bonsoir à tout le monde et bienvenue dans le LEA. Nous remercions tout le monde par la circonstance qui est présente et nous souhaitons la bienvenue à tous les médias et nous allons éclairer quelques situations ici dans le LEA. Nous sommes ici dans le LEA depuis plusieurs mois et nous avons remarqué plusieurs divergences au niveau du traitement de l'asile. Oui, nous sommes là aujourd'hui pour défendre notre position en tant qu'immigrants ici à ELLWANGEN et de faire découvrir une nouvelle face des migrants africains que nous sommes. Les semaines précédentes, nous avons eu des polémiques au niveau de la situation ici à ELLWANGEN, où nous avons vu des médias qui ont transformé nos reportages, nous avons vu des médias qui ont commenté des mauvaises choses sur le campus de ELLWANGEN sans toutefois savoir ce qui se passait. Nous saisissons cette opportunité pour parler à la presse aujourd'hui, pour que nous ayons un débat ouvert et puissions vous expliquer ce qui s'est réellement passé ici à ELLWANGEN. Et nous venons aujourd'hui vous éclairer la situation par rapport à ce qui s'est réellement passé ici, parce que ce qui s'est passé dans les médias n'est pas seulement ce que nous avons vécu ici dans le ELLWANGEN. Donc nous allons vous expliquer la situation qui s'est passée le 30 avril quand on a voulu déporter notre frère togolais. Je vais passer la parole à mon ami Ola.
I'm from Nigeria. I would like to explain to you what's really happened that day when the police came to take the Togolese boy. So on that night, everybody is asleep. It's around 2 o'clock in the morning, a.m. So when the police came, they were so noisy that when they came to the boy's house, there is an audible noise. If you are sleeping, you will hear the noise that something is happening. We are so many different nations in our building. So we have Syria, Sri Lanka, we have India, we have so many nations in that our building. Not only Africans are that in that building. So when the police came, when everybody heard the noise, we have to come outside to see what is happening. So when I come outside, what I saw is only the boy. When I see the boy, it was with handcuff at his back. The boy was shouting that this is too hard for him, it's not going back. I said, but who you are coffee? Where is the police? When I come outside, I never see any police. I never see any police that night. So after we wait for about 2 hours to expect we say okay, the police is coming. If it is the police that handcuff you, is coming, you must come back. So we waited like 2 hours before they gave the keys to one of the security at the LEA. So we have to look for the boy. We search for the boy at building 92. We have to come back to building 95 to look for the boy. When we see the boy, we have to brought him from his room, come down to unlock the handcuff. So when the boy come down, the security unlocked the handcuff and took the handcuff away. That is how the night goes, before everybody went to his various houses to sleep. So after 3 days, after this must have happened, we heard that we are asleep at 5 o'clock when police came with their van. There are so much police that came that morning. There are so much many, a multitude. So when they came with, I don't know the kind of ammunition they came with, because all the doors in the LEA are always at open. Nobody has keys to close the doors. So they came with ammunition to break the doors. Everybody were asleep. They just hit, bah, 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 police, raise up your hand, don't move. We are afraid. what is happening? What is happening here? So they have to search the room, they search everywhere, they never tell us what we done. So that's how they came, they search everybody, they search out the room, they anchor some people. As they took them to where they base. And they took some people to prison. So that is what happened, what really happened at that night.
He was talking about the night of the 30th April. On va parler de la nuit du 1er mai avec le frère.
2:30, 3 a.m. in the morning to 4 when the police came in the massive number in the LEA. I was asleep with my son and my wife, so the noise that was in the LEA was too loud. People were shouting and doors were breaking like bullets. So I looked through the window. I thought it was a fire, maybe a fire is burning the building and the police is trying to rescue some people. My greatest surprise when I came out through the main hall, because each of this building in the LEA has a big hall. I was looking through the window, I saw a saga. I myself was afraid. With all the police cars in the LEA, I was afraid. I asked myself what's really going on. So I could not even go out. When I opened the door to go out, the police look at me back. What's really going on? So later on, when I saw people with handcuffs coming out from the building, I said maybe it's something serious. Maybe, I don't know, there's a terrorist attack going on in there. But my greatest surprise later, I had no news, I had no information. What reason did they barge in such aggressive manner? I had no reason till today. So I was really confused when we saw in the news, they said the police, 200 black immigrants beat the police. I was really confused because I believe that never happened in this camp, in the LEA. So that's what I have to say about this tragic morning. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Isaiah Iraoyi, and I live here in the LEA. We really appreciate you guys coming to support us in this demonstration. I want to say big thank you for coming here today. We actually organized this demonstration because of what actually happened here on Monday night, Monday morning. Because the news going out there about us is not quite good. The police said we fought them, they said we damaged their van, according to the news. We are here today to prove to the society that we did not fight the police. We did not even go close to them. We are here today to make everybody out there know that we, the people living in this camp, we are not violent. We are not bad people. We Africans living here, we are not violent. Coming back to what really happened on Monday morning, we were sleeping though. Normally these people come sometimes on Sunday, every Sunday, sometimes twice in a month, 3 times in a month. They came that Sunday around 2 a.m. in the night. I was sleeping when I heard the noise. When I came out, I saw my Togo friend shouting, I don't want to go to Italy, I don't want to be deported. This guy, he was already anchored. He was shouting, I don't want to go to Italy. He was not even in their van, because according to the news, they said we brought this guy out from their van. And this boy was not even in their car. So he was outside standing close to the car, telling them, I don't want to go to Italy, I don't want to be deported. They were forcing this guy against his will. So when we came outside, we saw the way they were treating this boy. We said, fine, since this guy said he don't want to go back to Italy, we are not going to allow you guys to take this boy away from this camp. So when they saw that we were quite serious, they had no choice, because we were more than them, they had no choice than to leave the place. They waited for like 1 hour to 2 hours. Later we saw some security guard coming with the key to the anchor. They loosed the anchor from the guy. They took off the anchor from the guy. he left. I was surprised on Monday morning when the camp director came and said the news all over Germany is that we fought policemen, we damaged their van, different kind of news. We are not dragging this issue with them. If they actually said we fought them or we damaged their van, we need proof for all this. We need proof that we damaged their car, we need proof that we fight them. We did not fight them, we did not damage their car. We were only trying to send signal to the government of Germany to make them understand that what we are going through here in this layer is not good for us. The rate which they are distributing this doubling. 95% of people living inside this camp, they all have doubling. And once you have doubling, the next thing you should be expecting is dundum. And once you have this dundum, you are going back to Italy. So we are trying to send signal to them that we are not happy. And before all this incident, we spoke with the camp director. We told him that what we are going through, we blacks in this camp, what we are going through, we are not happy with it. The way these people are treating us, we don't like it. We want to speak out. We want him to help us organize press that we can talk to press and express our feelings to them. He told us that no problem is going to help us. We are surprised. The same day we are supposed to talk to the press because we have an appointment with press on Thursday by 10 a.m. But we were attacked by the police on that same Thursday by 5 a.m. So we were quite surprised. It was like they planned it. It was like they arranged this before they came. They don't want us to speak out. So we are gathering here today to prove to the society that we did not fight the police and we never damaged their van. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I will be talking based on what happened the day the police invaded our camp. We were not chanced to be outside to see exactly what happened because the police did not give us the opportunity to move around. It was about 5 a.m. in the morning when another girl from the girls' building was shouting that Polizei has come to take everybody that has dum-dum and they've thrown people's children outside. And those of us that are ladies, we had to check through the windows and we noticed a very huge number of policemen with dogs around, and before we could notice, we had some guys who were sleeping on the floor, on the grass at 5 a.m. in the mornings with their hands tied up. With the cold and everything, it was so devastating to see. They circulated the whole camp, nobody was found outside. They had to go inside the rooms of these guys, break the doors, search their things, and they had to scatter everything. I don't know exactly what they were looking for, but the manner in which they came was so scaring. They had to break doors, and the manner in which they break these doors was not like something which was so simple. It had this very huge noise. Many people in the course of this noise were scared. Many people went unconscious. Many people were wounded. Because here in our camp, the idea we have is whenever you see a policeman coming to the ELLWANGEN camp, it is in the night, it is because you have dundum or dubin and they have to send you back. And it is something here which is really common with everybody. Out of 10% in our camp, almost 9 people in this 10% have this doubling. And every single time we see a police...
So, my name is Ares Sambo Chachambo. I'm a Cameroonian by nationality. My fellow brothers and sisters have already spoken what I was about to speak. But what really happened to me, and with some of my fellow brothers and sisters, I was being beaten. I was one of the people, I was being beaten by the Polizei inside my room. I never did anything. I don't know what I've done to the German government. I ran my country because of the too much stress and the genocide that is taking place in my country. Coming here for protection. When I was in Italy, all of us who came, when we were in Italy, we were being embarrassed. The ones from Spain were being embarrassed by the Spain and Italy, and we were sleeping on the street. So we came here for a better protection. So after coming here, they have been giving us dum-dum and we are not satisfied. So we have been talking to the manager, the person who is controlling the camp, that we are not happy with the dum-dum. We know it's not our fault that the United Nations implemented the rules of doubling or dum-dum. but we have been like pleading with the German government that we are not happy because we have been embarrassing how like you poor human beings, you cannot be sleeping 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock night, and even, let me say, if just take us like we are children, we are sleeping and they will be embarrassing us, taking us as if we are thieves, putting us with handcuffs. So we are not happy with all those things. I was being beaten, I was tortured. I was beaten. So I don't know what I've done to German government. I don't know. I have, like, now like this, all of us, we have nowhere to go. We have no place to go. We take German as our father, as our family. So if people want to, we don't really know what to say. So we just pleaded, we are pleading on you people. We are not troublemakers. We are just like brothers. We are blacks. We know that we are blacks. Yeah. But all of us are brothers. Thank you so much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Asimole Charles. I'm Nigerian by nationality. The little thing I want to add to what my brothers and sisters have said is that we are appealing to German citizens and their government at large that they give us the chance and the opportunity to exist as human and not to be treated as less human, because our human right has been violated on what happened on that day. We were treated as criminals when we ourselves, we are not armed in any way. We have not committed any crime known to human. The only thing that I can say that really happened on the day they want to come and take one person away from this camp is that we marched on peaceful protest, seeking and asking what is the reason for him to be arrested, because one, the people that came to arrest him did not address us or tell us who they are. No ID card was issued and we don't know who they are, and they are coming to take somebody away from this environment. So we asked, who are you and where are you taking him to? They left. After 3 days again, or 4 days thereabout, we saw a great number of policemen with all manner of ammunition. They came by 4 o'clock, 4:30. They brutalized the door. They busted the door, and everybody was in a state of chaos. Everybody was afraid. It added psychological effect on everybody that witnessed what happened that day. So in our own begging, what we are begging the German government is that please, that they should give us that opportunity, that we live as human beings, that they give us that right that is due for human beings and not be treated as an animal, and that we ourselves should be accepted in the society just like every other person is being accepted. Let them give us that equal right that they give to other nationalities, and they do not and they should not discriminate us because of maybe our background or our racial or our color differences. So this is our begging, and me myself begging in particular to German government. We are not troublemakers. We are not criminals. We are not in any way offensive to the society. And when you check the crime rate, you see that we ourselves, that we are not in any way as in the people that are committing any crime in this society. So what we are begging to the Dutch government and Europe at large is that please, that they should give us that chance to live as human beings and not be treated as an animal. Thank you.
La vérité est enfin sortie au grand jour et on a tout éclairé devant les médias, et je pense que tout a été éclairé. Avant de poser les questions, il y a encore une autre sœur qui va parler et nous allons lancer avec la rubrique des questions.
Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to the LEA. I really want to talk on this issue because we Africans, we have been treated like slaves, even in Europe. I believe that our forefathers, they were treated like slaves, but I believe that within a moment, for now, I believe in Europe, we have to be treated as human beings. In this Germany, we have immigrants, and we are the immigrants. We are here for peace, we are not here for problems. We are here for peace, and we are not here for violence. But the German government sees us like people that are here for violence. They see us like people that are here for problems. They see us like thieves. And meanwhile, there are other countries that have come to seek asylum here in Germany. But they don't recognize the fact that those other countries can be the people that are violent. Those other countries can be the people that are thieves. But meanwhile, that we have the black color, they see us like thieves and violent people. The way the police came in the last time that they were here, they came in a very violent way, breaking doors, giving people injuries, beating people, but over the media, I didn't see that such. And they hide that because they see us as slaves, and they'll always continue to see us as slaves. We are begging for the German government to see us as people that live. People that have blood, the same blood and veins in their body, despite the colors. We are Africans, we know that we are Africans. We live our various countries, our various continents, because we were not treated as human beings there. We were treated there as slaves. That's why we rushed to Deutschland to think if they would take care of us as immigrants, if they would take us as people that are living, if they would take us as people that have blood in their body. So we are begging the German government to treat us as people that blood passes in their body. We are begging them to tell them that all this Dublin, all the dum-dum, everything, they should take us as human beings, because they are the European Unions and they are also under the European Unions. They know the reason and the consequences that we face in the other countries before us coming to Germany. So they should really take us as human beings. Thank you very much.
We have a friend of Donauwörth, and he wants to explain us what really happened in Donauwörth now.
Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and the media fraternity present here. I congratulate you all for attending this great occasion. My name is Amadou Sambu. I'm from Donauwörth. I want to share just a little experience about what happened in ELLWANGEN here compared to what happened also in Donauwörth. Like the incident that happened in Donauwörth is more or less the same as the one that happened in ELLWANGEN. In 14th of March 2018, there was a police presence in our lager around 2:30 to 3 a.m. in the morning. They came there purposely searching for one suspect. They said they wanted the boy, that he has to be deported back to Italy. So when they came around that time, everybody was asleep. And in our lagers, we have fire alarms around the corridors. So it was said that once those fire alarms are being alarmed, everybody, even though if you are sleeping, you have to leave and vacate outside. So when they came searching for that boy, the boy was named Alexandra, but they didn't find him in his bed. So they start knocking door to door, searching for the boy. So suddenly the alarm was rung, and nobody knows because there was mixed nationality. So when the alarm was rung, and everybody have to come out, because this is what was sensitized to us by the security. During the day or at night, once you heard the fire alarm, even you are sleeping, you have to go out of the house. So when this alarm was rung, everybody ran outside, and we found only one police van and like 3 police officers. So we were wondering what might bring them there at that part of the night. So they said we are searching for a boy. So some people were there saying that, but this was the right time. So they said no, this was what they were told to do, so they were carrying their duties. So we agreed, and the boy they were searching for, they didn't see him. So when the alarm was rung, everybody was outside shouting here and there. So that was none of our problem. But we discovered that what the police were saying about us, that we were violent, we were aggressive, and we prevented an arrest that they're supposed to do. So during the night, everybody went back to bed when the alarm was stopped. So they came back in the afternoon, around 2:30 to 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And the police presence was so huge. They were well equipped with weapons, tear gas, plastic, metal handcuffs, baton, and these marks, they were having it, and they locked all our doors, the reception, the corridors, everywhere, the perimeter, the corridor of everywhere was locked. Nobody have access to go out or in. So at that particular moment, we were rushing to go out to the Bahnhof, so they denied us entrance. So when we came, we tried to ask the police that what was going on, because we never knew what was happening. So they say they came here in the early morning of the night that they want to arrest one boy called Alessandra, and we denied them the arrest. So that's why they came, and when they came back in the afternoon, they were having a list of people that they mentioned that those people prevented them from arresting. And at the same time, the number of people that they arrested went up to 30. And none of those 30 people arrested were in their list. So they were very aggressive. What they did here was the same thing they did. They were knocking doors in that afternoon, breaking and entering. All the lagers were sealed. Nobody had chance to go out. Nobody even had chance to express, to know what was going on. And on that particular day, in the afternoon, we have a meeting as a committee in Donauwörth. We have a meeting with the diaconate, and the Maltese are also present in that camp, who are responsible for every activity in the camp. They didn't inform us that there will be police invasion. So we suddenly just see that action of the police and the activity that they were doing. And their operation lasted for almost 4 hours. Nobody have access to go out or in. And at the same time, 30 of our colleagues were arrested who were not violent, they were not aggressive. They just label us like that and frame us in that funny position. So when that incident passed, we tried to arrange a demonstration as what the people of ELLWANGEN did. And we went to the Rat House to look for the permit, and the permit was granted. Then we staged our demonstration on the 29th of April. But since then, our colleagues who have been arrested, we don't know which prison are they, in Bavaria or anywhere else. And after that, we tried to consult activists and journalists to find out the way of our people, because it's our concern. Because they didn't do anything, they didn't commit any crime, and still then, since on the 14th of March, they've never been charged of any crime that they have committed. And still now, out of that 30, only 3 of them have been released and sent back to Italy. So we got the information and we consult the people and the support group around us so that they can also know that our struggle is we are in solidarity, we are people in prison. They are just refugees like us. And on that particular day, they didn't commit any crime that will warrant them to be arrested by the police. And on that very day, the police, they used excessive force on us. People were injured, some were arrested. At the same time, others were sprayed with pepper spray and this tear gas until they fainted on the ground. I was an eyewitness of the boy who was fainted and he was rushed to the hospital. But before he was rushed to the hospital, we tried to evacuate him from the scene to take him to the nearest hospital, but the police denied us. So I was the very person who was telling the police officer that he's just a human being like you. And if you leave him to lie down here, whatever happens to him, you'll be held responsible. So when I say that, moments later, this police officer came, 3 of them, they evacuated the boy, take him to the hospital. When they took him to the hospital, they wanted to cover that incident, and we were present. So a day later, they transferred the boy, who even don't do a commission or an interview. They transfer him to Osbok so that they can cover what they have done to the boy. But we get information about the boy, and we know where he is. So we inform that information to the people concerned and our support group, let them know that this was the very moment when the police came and this was what they were doing. At the same time, they came there with their dogs, entering houses, using these dogs also on us, until one of our colleagues was beaten by the dogs, and later on that boy also was later transferred just to cover the incident. So when we have press conference with several TVs and radio stations, we try to elaborate the incident that happened there. So it's compared to this, that's why we came here today to share this experience and in solidarity with the people of ELLWANGEN. Thank you very much.
Et nous allons maintenant nous pencher sur la réponse de ELLWANGEN. Nous allons expliquer quelque chose à la ville de ELLWANGEN. Ce que vous ne comprenez pas de nous, les migrants. Oui, nous sommes africains ici de plusieurs nationalités. Et parmi les plusieurs nationalités, nous vivons la diversité. Mais au fond, nous sommes tous africains et nous vivons dans le même sens. Et parmi nous, il y a des moins âgés qui fréquentent l'école de la ville. Il y a parmi nous ceux qui font des travaux volontaires dans le camp. Il y a parmi nous ceux qui aident dans des différentes tâches concernant la ville d'ELLWANGEN. Et c'est ce que nous voulons vous faire savoir, parce que plus tu approches quelqu'un, plus tu vas le connaître. Si vous, population de ELLWANGEN, vous nous rejetez, disant que nous nuisons à votre tranquillité et que nous nuisons à votre ordre civil, ça veut dire que vous ne pourrez jamais nous connaître. Vous, population de ELLWANGEN, donnez-nous la possibilité de vous approcher, so that vous devez nous connaître mieux. Parce qu'à trop nous juger par nos apparences, ça ne pourra nous amener à rien. Nous savons que 2 années plus tôt, ici à ELLWANGEN, il n'y avait pas d'émigrés. Et que nous sommes nouveaux dans la ville, c'est une nouvelle chose pour vous. Mais donnez-nous aussi la possibilité de mieux vous connaître, vous qui êtes dans la ville. Parce que nous avons besoin de cette communication entre nous. Parce que nous avons lu les différentes conversations et les différents commentaires de la ville d'ELLWANGEN qui n'étaient pas en notre faveur. Nous qui croyons les montrer une bonne image, ce n'est pas ce que nous avons lu dans les médias. Et nous étions tellement terrorisés que nous avons tenu à faire cette conférence de presse.
What can we do, or what do you think should be done to strengthen solidarity with you?
Your answer goes this way. In every society, if the scale of preference is equal, everything will be fine. So I believe consideration is the solution to the problem. I believe I've answered your question directly.
She gets something to add.
From the question you asked, there is also something I think Germany or the society has to know. If we have the issue of the police coming in and out, and the fact that the police thinks the black people or the Africans were being aggressive towards them, it's simply because of the idea of the doubling. Like I was trying to say, when most of us see the police, we always have the impression that they are coming to take us. And we are not willing to go back to where we are coming from because we were not happy. And if we were happy where we were, there's no reason for us to come here. And now that we are here and we see the police trying to come to take us, it makes us frustrated. It leaves us with a psychological problem. And we are pleading, if the government or Germany or the society is able to consider the way they give us this doubling, it is going to work in the favor of every other person. Because if this doubling thing continues coming, the police himself or herself will have more issues. Because it's not easy for somebody to wake up at 2 a.m. in the night, almost every time, to come and be taking people. And they too, they have a lot of issues, and we too are stressing. So I think it is better for them to consider the way they leave us with this doubling. Because if they are able to reduce it and consider our situation, we will not have these issues with the police almost all the time.
My question is, why do you think is the police so aggressive at this night? Then it's not normal. Why?
Okay.
I think concerning that night, if the police had to come back in a more aggressive manner, it is simply because of the way our people reacted towards the way they came to take the Togo guy. Because, like I said before, it was out of the fear of the doubling that most of us had to react the way they reacted. And they failed to understand that the people are scared. And to the police, the Africans are trying to attack them. It had nothing to do with any attack. We the Africans, we are only trying to fight for our own rights. Since we are unable to talk to the government in person, because our so-called leader is not giving us the opportunity to talk, the only way they had to demonstrate their unhappiness was by coming out to know what is happening and trying to tell the police they cannot continue doing this. It had nothing to do with fights. We Africans are not meant for barbarism. We have nothing to do with that. So the police just had the impression that we wanted to fight them, but it is not what it is.
Why do you think did the police have the impression that you wanted to fight them?
This morning, yesterday we had a meeting with the mayor of ELLWANGEN and some chief of policemen. Today by 1 p.m. today we also had a meeting with them. They told us because of the number of the people that came out that night, to them they believe we wanted to fight them. That was why they have to attack us the way they did. So we did not try to fight them. We were only trying to stop them from taking our brother back to Italy.
How did you try to stop them? Let me say something.
We strengthen, like trying to stop them. That is not your job. Oh, you don't do that. No. It's the loudness, the manner in which the police was pushing the guy with the handcuff. They pushed him, he nearly hits his head on the ground. Before people said, no, no, no. It's the no, no, no. And when about 60 people were outside, they're shouting, some came out, they didn't know what was going on. So the large number of people outside made the police think these people came out to fight them. No, nobody came out to fight them. If you go into the records in this layer, nobody has ever even fought with the security, not to talk of the police. It's insane. You have to go into the layer and ask the report. No security man has had issue with an immigrant, not to talk of the police. That is wrong.
Okay, thank you very much for your coming and